And next thing we know, Larry comes out and he said, "Well, boys, I see you all." That country twang that he had. And I'm like, what? And so I just didn't know how to judge it. I just knew that we were losing a tremendous player, Larry Nance.
Just thinking about that team and how it started in signing Tom and trading for Marley and KJ and Mark West and Tyrone, it was another foundation laid that lasted a long time.
We went from 28 to 55 wins in the conference finals in 1 year, and that began a run of success.
For me, the best decision I ever made as a professional obviously was coming here to the Valley. The interesting part about it is I knew Paul Westphal. I'd worked his camp down here, him and Alvin's camp. We had the same agent, Howard Slusher, and I really liked what Phoenix was doing. Jerry's one of those guys that gets to the point real quick, and he made an offer, and even Howard kind of had to say, "Let's go talk," you know?
Here's the deal, and you've got 15 minutes to make a decision. 5 minutes or 10 minutes later, he came back and he says, "You got yourself a forward."
Tom came in and he became that star that we knew would go get 25 for us every night.
He's a franchise type player, the kind of player you could build a team around.
The greatest thing about Tom was how competitive he is. You know, Tim Perry and I were rookies, and Tim was guarding him so hard one time in practice, and Tom just had enough of it and landed 5 blows on Tim Perry.
Timmy was a sweetheart. I mean, one of the kindest, nicest people. But for some reason that day in practice, I don't know if I was in a bad mood or he was trying to be a little extra physical to get some more playing time against me.
I walked up to Tim. I said, "Dang, Tim, are you okay?" And Tim was kind of down. He said, "Yeah, I'm all right, but my feelings are hurt."
I do. I feel bad. I felt bad after.
And I was like, well, and that that was Tom. He's just very competitive, and it was fun to see a guy that has been in the league for that long who was that driven to be so good.
KJ, who was one of the quickest guards, explosive guards in the NBA, who had the ability to finish and also, pull up for jump shots, and Chambers, who was an offensive machine. The two of them played extremely well together.
Kevin Johnson was unstoppable. He was confident to the point of arrogance because he was so good.
What really made them great was their competitiveness. They wanted to beat you into a pole.
Kevin Johnson in at the baseline, stuffs it over Mark Eaton, and he had to climb the man mountain to do it.
I thought Cotton was an excellent coach. Personality-wise, he was perfect in the NBA in terms of relating to players.
He took Kevin Johnson and said, "Look, I want you to push it. No one can holler at you or complain to you but me." And that was true. He held to that. If I got mad at Kevin, he'd take me out again. He established that right away, so we didn't bother Kevin.
Well, Kevin might have been his favorite. We ran for layups first, but then we wanted to get a quick shot, so our defense created that for us a lot because we played in passing lanes. You better get ready to run tonight because we're going to turn it on.
Eddie Johnson. He's getting hot again. Watch out.
Well, I remember when Cotton traded for him. Eddie Johnson. He said he could be on his deathbed. He'll make jumpers for you.
Whatever happened, he was going to be able to get a shot because we were going to look for him and set him up some kind of way to put him in position to get a shot, and he was going to make the shot.
Tyrone, Mark West, always had my back. And Tyrone would say, "I can guard half your men, but don't make me guard all your men too. I got to guard mine."
They were the perfect fit for our basketball team. When you add Dan Marley, a guy that just no nonsense, he was just maniacal. I mean, I hated for him to guard me in practice, but it made me a better player.
So Dad to me was a lot like Tom. Very skilled, tough as nails, athletic. This kid's gonna be special.
They throw it up front and stolen by Dan Marley. Here comes Marley. He jams it at the buzzer, and the Suns win.
And then we had great veterans. Jeff Hornacek kind of took me in as his guy, which is a lot of times people wouldn't do that because I played the same position as Jeff. Him and Stacy invited me over to the house, and she cooked me meatloaf. And I sat through the meatloaf and I was sweating because I was nervous and I didn't know anybody. And I used to sweat a lot back in those days. And eating meatloaf at their family dinner, and I'm sweating, and she was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Is it my food?" I said, "No, it's not your food. I'm just nervous."
I mean, he was like all-star when nobody even knew who the guy was here on this team.
Made it unstoppable because we had 2 point guards out there. Either one could lead the break.
We had such great chemistry, and those guys were such great leaders that it made my job easy.
That was one of the things that I think made Phoenix a great team, was that it was a certain caring that you had when you were on the team. Even the players who didn't play, like myself at times, we were still part of it.
Obviously, you know, the '93 team was rewarding, but that first year here was probably my most rewarding season in the NBA, just because of what we were able to accomplish so quickly. I mean, Jerry, Executive of the Year; Cotton, Coach of the Year; EJ, 6th Man of the Year; KJ, Most Improved Player in the NBA, and little old me, All-NBA second team. We played well as a unit. We had so much fun that season, turning this franchise around from a couple of bad years. We got them right back on the map.
Long live resilience. With Uconnect with an 8.4-inch touchscreen, class-exclusive Rambox storage, and 4-corner air suspension, Ram trucks work through the holiday so we can enjoy ours. Get a great deal on the trucks proven to last during the Ram Big Finish event.
Financing at an average $14,600 in total values on the 2017 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.